Hello YouTube, I am making yet another video on youth rights. I am making this other I've already made quite a few. I'm making yet another one to add to the many videos I've made on youth rights. In this video, however, I'm going to talk about this very important thing, this very important challenge that us youth rights advocates have to deal with. Now, it was just recently that I attended NYRA's annual meeting. NYRA, which stands for National Youth Rights Association, their website is at youthrights.org. And at that meeting, I met some of my old friends from NYRA. I've made some really great friends through NYRA. We've got some really great people, some very smart people who run this organization. And I've met some other people from NYRA. I made friends with some new people who are new to our organization, and we've gotten some newly elected board members who I think are going to do a really good job for us. I think this last election went really well, and I look forward to us doing great things. As it is, we've got over 10,000 members in NYRA throughout the United States, and I see us growing even more. I mean, we've grown quite a bit from when we first started, and I anticipate much more growth on our part. So I'd like to say hi to all my friends from NYRA, hi to all you great board members and you newly elected people. Go out there and do a good job. That's what you're elected for, and I'm sure you will do a good job. But anyway, I did bring this up with some of the people at the NYRA meeting. I didn't bring it up with before the whole everybody who was there, but this very important thing which has to be addressed, which has to be discussed when talking about youth rights. How it's different from race or gender. Race and gender are both permanent things. Whatever race you're born with, whatever gender you're born with, you've got that for life. Age, on the other hand, age is not permanent. It changes every year. Every year it goes up one. So what that does, it gives our opponents, those against youth rights, it gives them some extra ammunition that they don't have if they're trying to fight against, say, race rights or gender rights. They have this extra ammunition that they could use with youth rights. They could say, wait till you get older. You'll be able, all this stuff that you're not allowed to do now, wait till you get older, you'll be able to do it then. And you can't tell somebody, wait till your race changes or wait till your gender changes. Those things don't change. But age, on the other hand, it does change, as I just stated. So they could just say, wait till your age reaches 18, 21, 25, 35, whatever. Wait till you get older, then you'll be able to do all that great stuff which you can't do now. So that's just something that we need to that needs to be dealt with, and which needs to be we need to find ways to counter those people who are using that extra ammunition against us. Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate a bit here. Somebody against you, they might say, why is it so important for young people to be able to drive, vote, drink alcohol, go out late at night, not have curfews, not have various rules that their parents impose on them, or for that matter, schools, government, whatever? Why is it so important that young people don't have such restrictions and such oppressions? Because they'll be older someday. They'll get there before you know it. Before you know it, you'll be 18, you'll be 21. It's going to happen so fast. You'll be there before you know it. Why can't you just wait? That's what somebody against you might say, against us. They might use that argument. Hypothetically speaking, let's say that as a teenager that I was highly oppressed, that I had all these restrictions put on me by my parents. Like, I wasn't allowed to date, I wasn't allowed to drive, I wasn't allowed to play what sports I wanted to play, I wasn't allowed to watch what movies I wanted to watch, hang out with friends who I wanted to hang out with, I had to be in at a certain time, blah, 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 blah. Now, let's say I'm 25, 30 years old and I'm doing all that stuff now. Now I'm dating, I'm doing what sports I want, watching what movies I want, staying out as late as I want. Hey, I'm doing it all now. I mean, yeah, I didn't like being restricted like that when I was a teenager, but I'm doing it now. So what does it matter? It was a pain when my parents put those limitations on me, but since I'm doing it all now, what's the big fuss about youth rights? Why should young people be allowed to do all that stuff? They'll get older someday and they'll be able to do it then. Now, of course, I'm speaking hypothetically. I've not been oppressed like that, as I just mentioned. Personally, I would not allow myself to be restricted as such. I was just speaking hypothetically, and I was playing devil's advocate. That for all you youth rights activists out there, all my friends at NYRA, and all you terrific board members and other members of NYRA, I'm with you 100%. I do think young people should have rights, just like older people should have rights, just like people of whatever race or whatever gender should have rights. But I just want to point out, this is what people are going to use against you. This extra ammunition that they got, which they can't use against people who are of a certain race or certain gender, because, as I said, those things don't change. So I really would like some feedback from you all you youth rights advocates out there. This video, which is addressed to my friends at NYRA and also to anyone else who believes in youth rights, anybody who's watching this video, I'd like some feedback. I'd like to be countered with, as I said, I was playing devil's advocate. I don't really believe in those things which I just stated, but I would like to hear some counter-arguments to that we need to develop counter-arguments. And if you want to be good at arguing for something, you got to be good at arguing against it as well. You have to know what the opposition is going to use against you with any kind of argument. So I'm just pointing out this is how the opposition is going to argue against you. I'd like you to argue against what I just said. Give me a good counter-argument. It will really help us go far. And so all my youth rights friends out there, I'd just like to say greetings, and I look forward to doing great things with you in the future. I think we're going to make much progress in our movement. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.